Hey, good morning, everybody. Good morning. I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you guys can also see me. I'm going to hit a button to make sure you can see me. I am walking around the campus of Indiana University this week. In case you don't know, my wife and I met on this campus 30 years ago, and we decided to celebrate our friend anniversary by coming back to this campus and walking and just sort of spending the weekend here. This is our little pilgrimage where we go back to where it all started. I literally saw her across a crowded room in 1993, and we've been friends ever since. So we're super excited about this. But anyway, oh wow, look at that! Look at this. This shows a list of names of the students from Indiana University that served in the different wars. Shout out to all the veterans that are listening. If you're a veteran, good morning to you, and I'm proud of you. I'm very happy. I appreciate you. All right. Anyway, let me know if you can hear me. Okay, give me a yes if you can hear me, so I can make sure my audio is coming through all right. I'm just kind of walking around the building. I don't know what my Wi-Fi situation is going to be like, so just give me a quick yes to let me know you can hear me. Okay. So here's what I wanted to let you guys know about. This is big on the economic front in terms of potential catalysts that could really move markets and create some issues. Well, basically, we talked about this a little bit the other day, but I wanted to dig back into it because I've done some more research on it. Student loan payments are about to start back up, and as student loan payments start back up, this creates a little bit of a threat to the economy because one of the biggest catalysts or bubbles for economic activity is consumer spending. It's the massive spending of consumers that's kind of kept the economy chugging along, even though it had every reason to go down. It's the consumer spending that's been kind of keeping everything afloat. And so, what I just saw an analyst who's basically explaining how the the beginning of student loan payments, starting those back up again, is going to be just a disaster for retail. He said that retail is going to get hammered, and it'll probably happen like a little bit right away, and then the bulk of it will occur um, like around Christmas season, stuff like that. Okay, so that if you talk about retail, you're talking about companies like Target, Macy's, American Eagle, Nike. What's some others? Another one came up. Oh gosh, Foot Locker, stuff like that, right? So just be really mindful of that as you invest. That there's still some economic information that needs to be released to determine how these student loan payments are going to affect consumer spending. Because if consumer spending pops and drops, uh, it's going to be a big problem for the economy because the spending of consumers is one of the things that just pumps up the economy so much. And we have a debt driven economy. We have so much debt, $32 trillion in household debt, if I'm not mistaken. And it's interesting because you get a mixed message as a young person. You get this message saying you have to go get an education if you want to have a good life. But at the same time, you're going super deep in debt and then you're spending. You're trained to be a consumer instead of being trained to be a saver or an investor, which would allow you to pay off that debt. So, I've been mentioning to you guys for the longest, get out of the rat race. You don't want to do it. It's not going to be good for you. It doesn't feel good. Now, just to show you all this, Indiana University is where I taught my first finance class in 1993 when I was 22 years old, scared to death. I just turned 22. Half my students were older than me. It was a very weird experience, but I just kind of chugged through. And here I am 30 years later. It's leading me to doing a lot of reflection on my life. And I had a lot of goals back then. I was always very ambitious, very motivated. I had big goals, big dreams. And I can say that the point of satisfaction that I'm feeling right now is that I reached most of my goals in my life. I look back on my life the last 30 years. I don't have a lot of regrets. I even the biggest regret I think I had. Let me know if you guys can hear me. Give me a yes if you can hear me. Okay, by the way, and hit the thumbs up button too. I would say the biggest regret I had before was that I didn't ask my wife out when I first met her. That we stayed friends for a long time, and then later on we started dating each other. But even that's not a really a regret because I had a good life. I don't know if I was ready to get married at that age, and I don't recommend anybody rushing into getting married. I waited till my 40s to get married, and I think that's okay. I think you should do whatever you want to do. So I'm sitting back and just kind of thinking about my experience here, and I want to encourage you. If you want to minimize your regrets as you get older, I'm 52 now. I'm not old, but I'm not a kid anymore. I'm a grown ass man. Very proud of that. If you want to minimize your regrets, get up and get to hustling. Get up and get to moving. Don't sit around and let your life go by. That's going to cause you problems. And by the way, just so you know, I'm going to be in Los Angeles on the 8th and the 9th. So if you'd like to join us in LA, just go to website, go to boycewatkins.com. I'm doing a 2-day Black Wealth training camp out there in Los Angeles. So you can go to boycewatkins.com to learn more. Also, if you'd like to get autographed copies of my books, like the 10 Commandments of Black Economic Power, just go to drboycebooks.com and just look for autographed books and you can find it. Or you can search for the word autograph. Super Savage says, do you think that real estate collapses in China beyond Evergrande would badly hurt us? Not badly, but it hurts China a lot. I think that the United States has just, as many mistakes as our economic leaders make, and they make a lot of mistakes. Our economy right now is actually among the strongest in the world, and we've managed things like the pandemic, I would say, probably better than China. So I don't think it's something to panic about. It is interesting, though. It really shows the downside of what happens when you take on too much leverage. So China's going to have to de-lever their economy a little bit. They're going to have to change the infrastructure of how they do business and how they run their economic models. Okay. So anyway, guys, I didn't want to stay in here for too long. I wanted to just let you guys know about the student loan thing and warn you that this could be bad. This is something worth paying attention to, something worth looking at. So don't get yourself caught, and make sure you keep consistently investing. I think that's what's really important. If you could, please hit that thumbs up button, thumbs up, share, subscribe on your way out. If you'd like to join us in Los Angeles, or also get a free copy of our $5 a day investing plan, things like that. Just take a look at my website, boycewatkins.com. There's plenty of free resources for you and your family on your investing journey, and I'd love to help you with that. In case you don't know, I'm a finance professor. That's what I do. So have a good day, everybody. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.